I'm going to show you how to take a welded corner and grind it from that into this in just 2 steps. Let's get started. Okay, so what I've got here is some 10 gauge steel. This is a sculpture base, and this is a MIG welded edge on 3 sides. Now, what I want to show quickly in this video is how I'm going to take this from a welded corner to a blended corner with just 2 types of abrasive. So we've got a Victograin, the CC Grind Strong, and then we've got a Polivilies. Both of these are from Ferret Abrasives, and both of these are being run on variable speed angle grinders. So both of the grinders I'm going to be using are both variable speed angle grinders from Milwaukee. They both have the locking switch, which I like a lot, and they have a brake. I buy these on eBay to save some money, but you can get them at Home Depot or anywhere that they sell Milwaukee tools. The variable speed is important because for the Polivilies, which is essentially a grinding and finishing disc, we're going to run it at a lower speed, probably 1 or 2. And for the Victograin, I'm going to be running it at a 5 or a 4. Now, these abrasives that I'm going to be using in this clip are both used, and I think that's important because a lot of times I show brand new abrasives, and that's great and all, but the question is, once you start using them, are they still effective? So I want to show you quickly how I'm going to dress up this corner, make it look perfect with just these 2 types of abrasive on these 2 grinders. So let's do it. So starting off with the Victograin, like I said, pretty worn. You can see a brand new one next to this one, but it's not going to be a problem. We're going to take down this corner. Stick around to the end of the video to learn about Fabtech, an amazing trade show where you can learn about consumables and tools, see a lot of stuff in person, and learn a tremendous amount. So I started grinding this corner with the Victograin disc and my grinder, and I realized I wanted to add a little bit more transparency to this test. So I grabbed my little timer and stuck it on the side of this so that you can see exactly how long this process took, even though I've sped up the video. Now I'm using a 5 amp hour battery on my grinder, and I honestly didn't check to see how well it was charged before I started this, and about 3/4 of the way through you'll notice that I switched batteries. The other thing I didn't do was put on gloves, which you're going to want to do if you're grinding like this. So I'm basically just trying to grind away only the weld, but I'm not trying to add a chamfer. I want it to be super flat, and one of the things about these CC Grind discs is that they're actually made to be used at a very low approach angle, and they need very low pressure. I'm also moving around a lot because I want to dissipate the heat as best as I can. Around here is when I noticed that the battery was not doing very well, so I swapped it for a new one, and then it really performed better and was able to grind away whatever of this kind of initial weld was remaining. A little bit more than 5 minutes. Okay, so give or take 5 minutes to grind these 3 sides. Now, just for some reference, it's about 6 inches in either direction, so about 18 inches of corner to grind. And you notice there, while I was working on this, I also stopped along the way to change the battery in this grinder. So the battery I was using was pretty much dead, and you notice how much faster this thing operates with a fresh battery. Now, if you're using a corded grinder, you don't have to worry about that. So now we're going to switch from the Victograin, which was already worn but still has plenty of life in it, over to the Polivilies. Now, the Polivilies is a combination grinding and surface conditioning abrasive. So this has surface conditioning pads in between grinding pads, and this is going to grind and finish in essentially one more step. So I'm going to reset the clock, and then we'll grind this out. Battery on this one is all right. Speed is down between 1 and 2. So now starting with the Polivilies grind and finish disc, I'm adding a little more pressure than I was when I was using the Victograin disc for the initial grind. What you want here is you want to be able to work through the surface conditioning and into the grinding if you need it to remove heavy scratches. Now, since this is getting a patina, I don't want any really deep scratches from the first grind in there because they'll show up in the blackened finish. Now, this really smooths out the finish, blends everything over, and even does a nice chamfer on the corner and looks really great. So as you can see, the results speak for themselves. This is a 2-step finish to go from a pretty rough welded corner to a beautiful finish. Now, obviously, this could be continued to work further if you wanted it to be dead smooth and perfect with the rest of the material. But from a perspective of a ground welded part, this is what I would consider acceptable, especially in this application. Now, this is a sculpture base for a sculpture house based in Queens, New York, and they're actually going to be patinaing this. So it was important for me to get those heavy scratches out and leave basically 180 grit scratches, which on the Polivilies surface conditioning disc I was using, this is an 80 to 180 grit finish. Now, the CC grind, the Victograin disc, I've done a video about before, and you can really grind material away quickly with this, but as you saw, as the grinder started to die and the RPM started to slow down, it was becoming less effective. When I changed that battery, it immediately clicked over and was much faster, even though both of these discs are pretty heavily worn. So when it comes to grinding and finishing metal, things like specialty abrasives and specialty tools like variable speed grinders can really set your work apart and really bring it from difficult to easy simply by just changing up the tooling that you're using. One of the big things that I've learned in my shop over the last 7 years of being in here and the last 15 years of being a builder and fabricator is that having the right tools can really make the difference. And that's why I want to end this video talking about Fabtech. Now, Fabtech is a huge, incredible conference on bending, welding, forming, machining, 3D printing, and so much more, held in Chicago, Illinois, McCormick Place. It's going to be this year, September 11th to the 14th, and it is an incredible free trade show where you can learn about machinery, tooling, processes, and so much more. I've gone to Fabtech before, and honestly, I was blown away by what I saw there. You've got over 1,000 exhibitors, and the scale of the show is not to be believed. Fabtech was where I learned about a lot of the specialty products that Ferret Abrasives was using, and I also got to learn about a lot of other products from companies that I knew about and other companies that I'd never even heard of before. There'll be a huge assortment of machines from big to small, stuff for consumer and kind of entry-level guys to use, all the way up to the big professional shops that are going to be rolling 4-inch plate and making stuff for the space program. Either way, the show is free, and it is an absolutely incredible opportunity to be exposed to new equipment, new processes, get your hands on tools that you may have heard about or seen in videos like this, and actually try them for yourself. Like I said, the event is free as long as you sign up before September 8th, but if you miss that deadline, you can use the code Chris and use the link down in the description to sign up for free at any time, and it'll also give you a discount on some of the education sessions. I'm super excited to be back at Fabtech this year, see some of the products that I've seen floating around the internet for the last couple of months, get my hands on them, try them out, and figure out how I can implement them here in my shop. That does it for this video. If you want to learn more about these abrasives or these grinders specifically, check the link down below. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions or tips, leave those down in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and check me out right here on Instagram. See you on the next video.